Before the weekend, last call on college football and NFL football before we have our college football and NFL shows this weekend with all of our cappers. Should be an action-packed weekend. Watching baseball, talking football. Joe, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, it's Friday. Who can't be happy on a
Oh, Joe's got internet problems on Friday, but that happens. She's frozen. Not a bad freeze. Sometimes she freezes better than others. This time, well, she does show teeth there, so we could draw some spinach in there.
Oh, did I freeze?
Yes, you were frozen.
Well,
that's okay.
Wonderful. That's what I love. You were going to draw spinach on my face.
I was going to, but I didn't. I'm good like that.
Well, thank you, Mitch. I appreciate it. I was just saying I'm so glad to be here with everyone today.
I am too.
Perfect way to spend my Friday afternoon. Just trying to get the live feed up here and see all your comments. There we go. I've got it.
All right. Just make a few adjustments. We'll just get rolling right along. Got a lot of ground to cover, but it's not like we haven't done it before. And, of course, we're going to be covering a lot more ground tomorrow on our college football show and then Sunday on our NFL show. Those shows just getting bigger and better. I don't know who's coming, but I see a lot of action in the chat about it. So I'm going to guess a lot of people are coming. Well, we went over tonight's games, so we just move right into tomorrow. And in the noon slot, it's Rutgers, Michigan State. The line there dropping from 5 to 4 now with Rutgers +4. We got Texas +3 against Oklahoma. Baylor -3 against West Virginia. A few MAC games, Toledo, Northern Illinois, Bowling Green, Akron, Tennessee, South Carolina, Ohio State, Maryland. We've got Ole Miss, Arkansas, Florida, Vandy, Duke, Georgia Tech, all in that time slot. Joe, any of these just pop off the page and say, man, I see some easy money.
You know what? The Akron Bowling Green game, I think that's going to be an under game. We look at both these teams. Both these teams have really struggled to put up the points, and I think we're going to see more out of their defenses this week and keep this game under the 46 points that I'm seeing right now.
What do you think about Florida that one? Against Vandy.
Okay.
Laying the points in that one. It's 39 points, but Dan Mullen's a J-E-R-K jerk with a capital J. And any chance he has to beat up on a weak team and think that he's better than everybody else, he seems to like to take advantage of that. And I think, he is a bully, and it's like he gets, but it's like, how do you stop the bully? You punch him in the face. This guy gets punched in the face all the time, but he still continues to try and be a bully against the teams that, are lesser, don't have quite the talent level that his teams have. So, I think up against Vandy, rubbing salt in the wound in an embarrassing fashion, embarrasses himself out there. I expect to see a lot of ass slapping in the swamp and a lot of patting themselves on the back from Dan Mullen talking about how great he is by beating a lousy Vandy team.
I could see this one hitting the over as well, Mitch, as they do so. I think this would be a high-scoring one for the both.
Yeah, I think it is as well.
Yeah.
I think the Ole Miss Arkansas is an interesting one as well. Two teams that got absolutely shellacked last week. Arkansas against Georgia never got out of the gate. They were down 21 points in the first quarter and really never had a chance. And then on the other side, Ole Miss drove the ball right down the field on the opening drive, went for it on fourth down inside the 5-yard line against Alabama, got stuffed, and it was game over. They were run over by the Alabama running game. So both these teams just one loss on the season. Both of them have some quality wins under their belt, but should be a good one. I don't know. It's one of those games where the Ole Miss offense is good, the Arkansas defense. Maybe we saw some vulnerabilities last week, and then the Ole Miss defense is a sieve. So 66.5 points, so it's just south of 10 touchdowns.
I like it. I think it's going to be a good game for sure. It is a big number.
But I don't know. I think maybe the over.
Yeah, I could definitely see it. So
one of those back and forth type games.
Absolutely. What do you think of this West Virginia Baylor matchup? I'm thinking Baylor is not getting very much respect, only being a 3-point favorite in this one.
Yeah, I think West Virginia getting a little bit too much respect, and Baylor not getting hardly any at all. I like Baylor; it's a lean there, but I like the under especially. I think we're not going to see a lot of points.
Yeah, interesting stat between these two. The home team is 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 matchups. So that is a definite plus for Baylor.
Yeah, definitely playing at Morgantown, West Virginia is a much tougher spot than at home in Waco, where Baylor is. But it's that time of year where it's like, so West Virginia's in the Big 12 conference, but they're the only school that's really not in that region of the country that's in the Big 12. Next year it changes, or 2 years from now it all changes when Texas and Oklahoma head to the SEC, and then Cincinnati and a few other schools that are coming into the Big 12. But, we see, a colder weather team, and you live in a cold area, right? And I live like in a really warm, toasty, like shorts and t-shirt, all sandals pretty much all year round. It's still,
rub it in a little bit
still
more, Mitch.
Beach weather here while you guys are like in winter coats and, got your, what do they call them? Little hats and stuff.
Oh, the toques.
Toques, yep.
Yeah.
The toques. Yeah.
Pulling out the toques and the beanies and the scarves, mitts.
You think that has any effect, like some of these teams that are now getting into this fall weather, heading down to some of these warmer climates?
Absolutely, I think climate change for sure. It's hard on these teams that are used to playing in warmer weather, especially coming into the colder. When you hit the ground, it hurts a lot more in that colder temperature.
Wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh, it does. You should have heard at the football game last night, those kids hitting the ground. It sounded painful.
Yeah, because when my dog jumped into the pool yesterday, it's like I heard a splash.
Yeah, that's all you heard.
It's definitely rough out there. I looked, it was like, oh man, he really wants that ball bad.
That's a good one.
Anyways.
There he goes.
Heard me talking about it. Good boy, Sammy. You go get him.
He's like, excuse me, what did I do?
That could be a UPS delivery.
Oh, that's exciting. UPS is always fun when they turn up.
Sometimes.
Absolutely. What about Oklahoma and Texas?
Well, I love this game, and I love the rivalry. I love rivalry games. I just think that Texas has a real shot in this one. I am big time anti Steve Sarkisian, and Lincoln Riley has a huge edge in this game coaching, but I really don't like that Oklahoma team this year. I don't like Spencer Rattler. I think this is Texas's chance. And
Oklahoma isn't covering the spread. They're 1-4 against the spread in their last 5.
They're not really getting it done. They're just kind of going through the motions. And even last week against Kansas State, it came right down to the wire there whether or not they were going to cover. Of course, they did. I was on the wrong end of it, but it's all right. We'll just continue to bet against them.
Absolutely. I think this is a perfect spot here. I do like the Longhorns, so I'd take them plus the 3.5. Would you take them on the money line, Mitch?
I would. If there's value there. Anything at more than like plus 125, it would take, though, for me to get there. Like, okay. You have to find it. Like, when you're looking at lower point favorites, you have to find the value in the money line,
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm seeing money line plus 145.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Okay, you heard it. Red River Showdown. It's going to be a good one.
It's all yours just for tuning into this show.
Have you ever been to the Red River Showdown?
No, I haven't, but I really want to go because they have those stands, they've been talking about all week with just deep fry everything.
Oh, this is where they deep fry everything.
Yes, Texas State Fair. Okay. I'm very excited about it. I gotta get a piece of this thing. Someday I will make it. Maybe next year when it's when the world is back to normal.
Absolutely. We should make a road trip of it.
That would be fun. We should do like weekly shows.
Ooh, weekly shows from a different college.
Yes. I'm looking at the food
would love to do.
For the 2021 Texas State
What
Fair.
food is going to be around? Yeah, I think that could be quite the show.
Oh man, they open with cotton candy.
I'm not a cotton candy fan. Surprise, surprise there.
Yeah, you're just not a bacon jam corn bombs, bag of egg rolls,
Okay.
big Tex bowl. This is macaroni and cheese. Um, it's a creamy cheese perfectly combined with cavatappi noodles to hold in all the cheesy goodness. Then it's topped with smoked briskets, sharp cheddar, French fried onions, chives, applewood bacon, candied jalapenos, and a barbecue cream sauce.
I'm in. That sounds absolutely
In a bowl
delicious.
large enough to share with friends.
Oh, no one's sharing with me. That's all for me.
Here's a bucket
Sounds
of fries. These are just the new foods. Loaded cheese fries topped with beef and bacon. Then you've got chicken on a stick. Can't beat that. It's country
Deep fried chicken on a stick?
Oh, God.
It'll be deep fried.
Country fried chicken and grits. They
Nice.
take the grits, infuse them with shrimp and cheese, form it into squares, then dip it into a light egg wash and top it off. Then they deep fry it then and then cover it with a shrimp and crawfish sauce.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mitch, what are grits exactly? I've been meaning to ask someone. Now
Grits
you
is
brought them
like
up.
it's kind of like corn. It's
Okay.
almost like you wouldn't like it because you're not an oatmeal like hot breakfast breakfast
Oh.
cereal person.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a side dish, like in the South, like where how you would have potatoes with your eggs. In the South, you have grits with your eggs.
Okay.
I like a good grit.
I like it.
Oh, Rod was talking about this deep fried pancakes. This is pancakes like you've never had them before. Bite-sized pancakes, but every bite is the best part of these pancakes. I bet it is. Hot from the fryer, hot cakes come with your choice of one-of-a-kind homemade syrup, maple butter, fresh blueberry sauce, or original pecan butter syrup. Oh, my God.
You're making me hungry. I'm going to have lunch.
Deep-fried peach cobbler soul rolls, deep-fried shrimp etouffee, deep-fried toffee? Say it isn't so. Wait a minute. Milk chocolate toffee squares?
Deep fried toffee. I can't believe they can make that.
Fried capriotada, that's a Mexican bread pudding.
Yeah.
Gobble balls. It may not be November yet, but Ferris Wheeler's Barbecue are getting into the spirit with their new dish, gobble balls. First, turkey nuggets are smoked and breaded, deep fried.
Well, I love this, Mitch. You are talking food, and we have got no thumbs down, so
Yeah.
it's perfect.
I'm just going through. These are just
Thanks,
the new
guys.
foods. Lobster corn dog. The realest cheesesteak. Southern fried lemon icebox pie balls. Texas
What?
barbecue
You have to say
brisket.
that again.
Southern fried lemon icebox pie balls. A pie ball hand wrapped in pâté sucré dough is infused with graham crackers, lemon zest, brown sugar, and the filling secret family recipe for lemon icebox pies. Oh boy.
Wow.
Battered in our chicken fry, flash fried to create golden flaky crust. Oh my God.
I'm guessing if we do this next year, I'm going to have to run from, wherever we watch one game on Saturday and try to make it to the next game on the next Saturday to just compensate for everything we're going to eat.
Oh my God. Texas fried Fritos pie. I love Fritos and I love fried food. And I like pie.
There you go. It's like a total win right there.
A generous portion of Texas chili and a hint of sharp cheddar encased in everybody's favorite corn chip. Texas fried surf and turf. Twice fried albondigas, Mexican meatballs. That's just the new food. It's gonna be a hell of a new. It's gonna be a hell of a fair. Hell of a fair.
I like it. Sounds fantastic.
Yep. It runs September 24th to October 17th. So we still.
Oh wow, that's a long fair.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of food.
I've been to that Idaho fair. I think it was the Idaho fair.
New food, big Texas.
Yeah, that's my story.
Fair food favorites. Oh, wait a minute. Pig racing? I'm in. This looks like a great time. Funnel cakes, turkey legs. Yeah. All right, let's get to some more games here.
I like it.
All over my microphone. We go into Louisville versus Virginia, Syracuse, Wake Forest, Illinois, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Florida State, Auburn, Georgia, BYU, Boise, Iowa, Penn State, Navy, SMU. Any of those?
Wake Forest is still jumping off the page at me. I think this is a situation where they take the win here. I think they're going to win this by at least 10 points in this one. I think the 6.5 is an easy cover for them.
Seven, 8, 9, 10 funnel cake stands. I think that should cover it. 10 funnel cake stands at one fair.
Nice.
These are people that have, this is what you call having it together. These people have it going on.
And they all stay in business. There's enough supply or demand for the supply.
Yeah, we would have to compare each one of them.
Oh God, bring the turkey pants to that.
I would be the turkey pants and whatever face wash you have. It's like I would not have my skin gets horrid. I love talking about eating deep fried food, but when I actually eat it, it's not too often. Goes right to my face.
Oh, no comment.
I kind of like Florida State here plus the points against North Carolina. 17 points. It just seems a lot,
Yeah.
And Illinois, Wisconsin, Illinois getting 11. The Badgers terrible. Make no mistake about it. This team stinks. Paul Christ, the head coach, guy doesn't deserve to be on the sidelines.
I like the over in that Florida State, North Carolina one as well.
I think we're
going to see a high scoring one.
I think they want to do the jump around on his belly in Madison next week. It's like, okay, Chris, lay back. Do it right on his stomach.
That's funny.
It's like, it stinks. Auburn, Georgia. These are two really good defenses. I think that Auburn not getting a lot of love here, even though they're at home. I kind of like them here. War Eagle getting 15 points. They have just the one loss this season. That was at Penn State. No shame in that.
Yeah.
They played well.
Yeah, they're huge dogs at home in this one.
Yep, 15 points. Because Georgia, they're only allowing 4 points a game. Very, very public win last week against Arkansas. A lot of people saw that game. A lot of people like me got, lost a couple of bucks on it.
Yeah, and me too. What do you think of the under in this? 46 points.
Yeah, I like the under too.
Yeah, so do I. I think that one is definitely a spot that I'd be looking at taking tomorrow.
So in the Astros game, the White Sox have a guy on first, and the batter hits a line drive to the third baseman, and he catches it, and he goes to throw it to first, and he forgets to let go of the ball. And it's like the ball almost hits him in the feet. It hits him in his own feet and bounces across the infield.
How do you forget to let go of the ball?
You know what? It was not a line drive that way. It's actually first and second. I thought he caught the line drive and was trying to turn the double play.
Oh, okay.
No, maybe he did. I don't know. But everyone's laughing, good chuckles.
Yeah, except for him. He's going to go home and cry himself to sleep
see
tonight.
If the next guy up hits a home run, right? That's
yeah. That's funny though.
Yeah, I could see an under in that Auburn Georgia game, but I think Auburn's gonna put points on the board.
So then it could go over because the Bulldogs can definitely put those points up.
I don't know. We didn't see it against Clemson, so I don't know if we're gonna see it here.
Okay.
Georgia's points have come against lesser teams.
Why? Know one thing: don't put Georgia on the money line. -650.
Yeah, no way.
No.
BYU.
You guys remember, don't take bets like that.
I also like Boise against BYU. Boise just 2-3, but they've been in some close, tough games. It's not like they're getting steamrolled every week. They've been close, and BYU they're unbeaten, but they don't look unbeatable. I might even put some money line there on Boise.
Yeah, plus 5.5. I could see this one coming down to last possession, field goal kind of game. I'm with you. I think BYU might cover, win, but might not cover this one.
So the smiles are off the Astros' faces after the next batter. Anderson knocks one straight over the second baseman's head for a single, first and second with one out. The White Sox are in business, runner in scoring position. Almost hit Framber Valdez right in the head. That one.
Ouch.
Ducked. It was one of those ones where his hat went up like this, Like it came off his head, it popped up and landed like just.
Oh. I can imagine
Penn
a baseball
State.
with a head.
Iowa 1.5 favorite here against Penn State. Boy, a lot of public wins here for Iowa. Tough schedule, both these teams. This Penn State, they opened at Wisconsin this season, and here they are at Iowa.
Yeah, this one's really tight spread in this one, and I can see why. Penn State's 8-1 against the spread in their last 9. Iowa 6-1 against the spread their last 7. I can see this being a huge battle. That under number is so low at 41.5. Makes me want to take the over, but I don't know if it gets there.
All right, well, the White Sox have tied it up now with a look to be a long single off the wall. By Robert. So it's first and third with one out. Tie game 2-2. The White Sox are in business. No more laughing about that throw again anymore here. So the White Sox are making them pay, and Framber is on the ropes. What do you guys think about all these, everyone that's watching? What do you guys think about the way they're putting these baseball games on channels so we can't find the game? It's kind of like every game is on a different channel every night. I've seen it on Fox Sports 1. We've seen it on TBS. This game is on MLB Network. It's like, just pick a spot, I'll give an extra $5 just to watch them all in the place I can find them.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. I tried to find it before we came on here on this TV. Wasn't helping.
MLB Network. Framber Valdez, now there's the conversation out there. As the go-ahead run is on third base with one out. Of course, we got Robert, the center fielder, at second base, so we know, or at first base, so we know that he can run. So he's got that stealing glove on. We're gonna guess that he's gonna go, and that's an odd warm-up for Garcia in the pen, and Javier. It's kind of like this machine that's going like this. Okay, that'll do it. We should get Bittler to do that tomorrow. That'll be fun. Brian,
okay, how are we going to do that? How are you going to convince them?
Say, hey, did you see what they were doing in the Astros bullpen? What does this do? We'll get him. Rod will probably do it.
Rod will do it in a second. Tell him he's just stirring a pot of caramel sauce.
Yeah. Rod, I was thinking about sprinkling a couple scallions on my twice baked potato. What are you gonna chop them up?
I like it.
It's fun. I was just talking to Chris Ruffalo before the show. Him and Rod will be doing Pickdawgz NHL videos. The Pickdawgz skating back onto the ice. They're back together. The band's back together. Rod and Chris. And Framber is gone, just like that. Did not make it through the 5th inning. Does not get a decision. 7 hits through 5 innings for Framber Valdez. But still just 2 runs on the board. I like the under in that Iowa Penn State. They're like begging you to take the over.
They are. It's screaming, hit that over. It's just such a low number at 41.5, but I can see it being a 17-15 game.
Do you think putting the candy apple stand right next to the fried Oreo stand is that good of an idea?
No.
Yeah.
Because you'd go for the Oreos right away, right?
I think so, but I'd like to chase it down with some fruit.
I think you should put the candy apple stand like by the pickles and the fries. because then it's something sweet over there by the salty.
Roasted corn and turkey legs. Texas stakeout.
What other betting show do you get updates on what new foods are going to be at fairs, you guys?
Oh, they have a downloadable map for all the food stands.
So you can plan your whole day out.
It's a nice touch. You're kidding? I plan my September 24th through October 17th.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, my. Deep fried seafood gumbo balls. Lucky duck dumplings. Pork shots.
Lucky duck dumplings. Nice.
Pork shots.
Like shots or chops?
Not sure what the hell this is. Brisket brittle. That doesn't sound good. Wait a minute. Someone's a genius here. Deep fried Halloween. Wait a minute. That's a lot of candy. Whoa. Look at that thing. It's like M&M's, candy corn, Oreos, Reese's peanut butter cups, and Twix bars, all with whipped cream inside of a donut.
Wow.
Yeah. That's serious. That looks good.
Sounds serious.
Yeah.
Don't mess around with that one.
That one, I think, might even take me down. I talk a big game, but it's like when it comes to this stuff, I really can't do too much of it. But I can eat a lot, but I can't eat a lot of stuff like that.
No.
I could eat like 3 pineapples.
3 pineapples?
Yep.
But not 3 funnel cakes.
I'd struggle with like a quarter of a funnel cake. I just don't eat a lot of deep fried.
No.
I don't eat out much, so that's why. I've only been out to eat twice in the last 2 years. 3 times in the last 2 years.
Home cooking's way better for you.
I got no choice.
Yeah.
Washington State against Oregon State. South Alabama, Texas State. Just throwing it in there. TCU, Texas Tech. Michigan, Nebraska. Notre Dame, Virginia Tech. Kentucky, LSU. Texas A&M, Alabama. USC, Utah. Tulsa, Memphis. Arizona, UCLA. Arizona sucks. I'll say it right now. There. I got it out of my system.
You feel better?
They stink. They covered against BYU. I think that's more a bad thing against BYU than them.
What do you think of this LSU versus Kentucky game?
I like LSU.
It's going to be a hard game for them to win, though, in Kentucky.
All right, so it's Jose Abreu up here in the White Sox game, first and third, 1-1 count. I know, but I think LSU just has better athletes.
Oh, I agree with you. I've seen those stands in Kentucky, and this is a later game, isn't it?
Sam Carter is a big fan of the fried Frito pie. He says it's delicious. I like Fritos. Aren't Fritos fried to begin with? It's a fried corn chip. Oh, and they pay the price pitching to Abreu as the White Sox have taken the lead with another single. Runners at first and second with 1 out. So White Sox just picking them apart here in Houston. Oof, I think they're about a hit away from breaking this thing wide open. It's just they're hitting chip, but the White Sox, they can hit the long ball. Oh, boy. I think the under in the White Sox Astros could be out the window in this one.
Sounding like it.
We're about a swing of the bat away here. Anyways.
Absolutely.
Speaking
I am
fried,
liking the under in the LSU and the Kentucky one.
I like the under and a side of funnel cake with the...
An under and a side of funnel cake. That's it.
I lived in Kentucky, so I know these things.
There you go.
I lived in Southgate, Kentucky.
Okay.
Worst. That's where I learned how to make pizza. Pizza was so bad, I learned how to make my own. I think Alabama goes into Texas A&M, beats them up. So
Yeah, I could see that. Alabama needs this win.
They've looked good, and they look good against Ole Miss,
Yeah.
but they haven't looked like unbeatably good. Like they still have that, they will have that showdown against Georgia. They'll have some other games. I think LSU, by the time they play, will be tough, and so will Auburn.
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
giving Alabama this unbeaten record just yet. And I like Virginia Tech against Notre Dame as well. That game's a pick 'em.
Yeah. Now, with that Alabama Texas A&M, do you think that's going to be an over game? We know Alabama is scoring an average of what, 44, 45 points?
Yeah, but Texas A&M has not been scoring this year, just 23
Yeah.
points per game. I think we're gonna need some help to get there. Oh, wild
So that's
pitch!
probably one.
Wild
What
pitch.
happened?
The runners advance second and third with one out. The White Sox. I love my White Sox. It's not an easy team to be a fan of. I'll tell you that much. It's
Oh,
like
absolutely
even when
wouldn't
you
be.
live in Chicago, you're still the second team.
Yeah, that Alabama game, I might look at that team total then in that one. Because you're right, Texas A&M, very hard time putting up points.
That's because Mond, Houston's not done. I mean, it's a 1-2 count with one out and guys at second and third with a 1-run lead. I think if they get a single here, then we could start talking about being finito Santiago. But until that point, unless my TV's running by me, which is possible.
I feel like I'm missing out on life, so I've got to actually put it up here on my phone instead of trying to fight to put it on my TV.
Yeah, well, like that's what I always say. Like the Clipper fans, the Jet fans, the Met fans. It's a long fly ball, but not that long. It's gonna be a play at the plate. Here comes the tag. Oh, Robert, way too fast. 4-2, White Sox. 2 outs, runner on second.
Okay.
All right. It's any more of these college football do anything for you, Joe?
Well, I was madly trying to find the game because I felt like I was really missing out there. So,
Michigan,
let's
Nebraska?
see. No. I was trying to find the baseball game on my phone because
All right,
my
I'll
TV,
talk
I
Michigan,
couldn't find the
Nebraska
station.
then. You talked me into it.
No, yeah, I'm not looking at Michigan, Nebraska. You go ahead. You talk that. I'm going to get this baseball game
I
up.
will talk Michigan, Nebraska. So Nebraska 3-3 on the season, but a perfect 3-0 at home. While Michigan 5-0 on the season, back-to-back road games now for a Michigan team that normally plays at home all the time. I think this is a good upset spot for Nebraska. The line is only 3, which is suspiciously low. With 27% of the bets on Nebraska, you would think that the line would have moved.
Absolutely. And what we've seen from Nebraska, they don't stop. They keep fighting to the very end.
If the White Sox win, do we call Bittler to make sure he doesn't physically injure himself? Because he knows if my White Sox versus Giants World Series happens, he's going to be on the brink of,
Will he?
He'll be on the brink. We'll have to send him out for counseling. I see a -3 at +100 in this one as well. Lots of pressure on the line, but Michigan 68% of the bets, 52% of the money. I like Nebraska here. I think money line them if you can get any value on it.
Yeah.
But 3 just
I
seems
see
so
plus
low.
125 on that.
They're like begging you to take Michigan. They're begging you.
Yeah.
The public
They are.
humping up on Michigan.
And it's in Nebraska. This is a night game.
You ever hear that
is gonna be a
expression
fun
before
one.
you joined our show? The public humping up on
No,
Yeah, I'd
never.
heard it before. I had Brian and Rod on the show either.
I've heard riding, but not humping up.
Brian loves that one. They're humping up.
Like it. Yeah, no, I think that's a great spot, Mitch.
I like it. I'm going to parlay that in Virginia Tech.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
looks
would
like-
definitely be a good one.
Looks like the White Sox a slow roller, and they're out of the inning, but the damage was done. 4-2, Pale Hose.
Well, I'm super disappointed. I'm just getting Allstate commercials.
I'm disappointed as well.
Like you're watching the game and look, Allstate commercial. That's what's playing. Canadian feet, I guess.
They're bad people. So what's the other game? The Braves and the Brewers, right?
Yes.
So what channel is that on? It's like, who even knows what channel these games are on anymore? So this one is on, the Braves Brewers is on TBS.
Yeah, and that starts in 20 minutes, I'm seeing here. Yeah.
Oh, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice happens to be on TNT at the same time.
There you go.
As we move to the NFL. Huh. HBO West, The Way, Way Back. I've seen that one. Steve Carell. Not a funny movie.
What's not a funny movie?
The Way, Way Back.
Oh. I didn't even know that was a movie.
It is. It is.
Nice. Then I won't watch it if it's not funny.
It's not funny. Nothing funny about it. Clerks is on, though. That's funny.
What's Clerks?
Clerks is about these guys. One guy works as a clerk in a convenience store, and the other guy's a clerk in a video store. And it's kind of just their day. You know, like they go through their day, you know. Customers coming in and, you know, doing everything. Like they have other stuff to do.
Sounds thrilling. Thrilling.
It's actually
and then a customer comes in and buys a pack of crisps and
pretty much.
Then
that's pretty much that's the movie.
Okay. Oh, I'll put it on my list of I might watch if sports are not around. Maybe.
All right. Let's get into this NFL schedule. So we've gone over this schedule a few times this week, so make it fairly brief. We've got the Falcons and the Jets, the Bucks and the Dolphins, the Jags and the Titans, Panthers, Eagles, Steelers, Broncos, Bengals, Packers, Texans against New England, Vikings against the Lions, Washington against the Saints, and those are the early games. So the early one is that Falcons-Jets. When we look at these games, I think the thing that we just want to look for right out of the gate is the ones where the line is moved. So Tampa Bay Dolphins down 0.5 point from 10.5 to 10. Jaguars plus 4.5 now instead of 3.5 against the Titans. Eagles are now plus 3 against the Panthers. I think they were 3.5 yesterday. And then the Steelers are plus 1 against the Broncos. They were minus 1. Packers haven't moved. Texans haven't moved. The Vikings now minus 10 against Jared Goff.
Oh, wow.
Washington plus 2 against the Saints. Joe, any of these games, like, have you changed your mind?
Well, I hate to say go with Jared Goff, but I still think that was way too many points at 9.5 with the Vikings. At 10, I like it even more. Taking the Detroit Lions plus 10. Jared Goff will probably come kick me in the ass. Oops, sorry, shouldn't swear. Come kick me in the butt for that one, because he seems to do it every time I bet with him. But I think it's way too much for the Minnesota Vikings to cover 10 points.
Joe Madden swearing on our show.
Sorry. Slips out.
It's all right, Joe. I'll get past it. A little bit of counseling.
I'm trying really hard.
A little bit of counseling. I'll make it through. I promise. I'll tough it out.
I'll try. I'll try harder.
All right. Let me see. I think the one where the lines are starting to get a little interesting is, you know, we're starting to see a lot of pressure here on the Steelers, you know, at plus 1 against the Broncos. And it's like, we're not really seeing the money going in that direction. It's kind of inverse line movement as well in this thing. 53, what is it? Where are we at? 39% of the bets and 45% of the money are on the Broncos here.
Oh, wow.
Yet the line is moved right through 0 into the other direction.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm going to stay off this game, but definitely one that I'm looking forward to seeing what the result is.
26% of the money, 26% of the bets, 67% of the money on the Eagles against the Panthers as Lucas Giolito starts off the bottom of the fifth with a walk to Jose Altuve. The old leadoff walk. Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater is likely to play in that one. It doesn't matter. Yeah. He was ineffective last week. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
You know, we both like the Bengals a lot when we did our circa picks yesterday, and here they are, you know, 29% of the bets, 62% of the money. So the big bets clearly here on the Bengals. Down to 2.5 now at the Westgate from 3.
Oh, wow. I like to hear that. Absolutely. I think Cincinnati is definitely the way to go in this one. I think it's a bad situation for Green Bay.
We look at, let's see what other of these games. So Tennessee and Jacksonville, 87% of the bets, 90% of the money on Tennessee. The line down from 7.5 to 4.5. And I've seen 3.5s out there.
Yeah, you know what? There's something in me that I'm going to take the Jags on this one. I'm going to gamble on them. I'm going to take them on the money line.
You're going
to pull out this win.
You're going to lose.
I know you think I'm going to lose.
You're going to lose.
I probably am going to lose. I'm not throwing a lot of money on this one. The Titans should come out, but
just don't put any money on it.
Okay, I'll avoid it then.
No, you do it.
Don't tell me what to do with my money, Mitch.
Yeah.
I know they've got defensive holes, but they didn't have any turnovers in their last game. I liked what I saw Trevor Lawrence was able to do. There was no turnovers.
No, there weren't, but it's like the probability of him being able to do that 2 weeks in a row is just slim and none, especially like against a Titans team that, you know, did not play great last week, lost to the Jets. They're going to have something to prove this week against the Jaguars.
Who do the Titans have on deck?
What are you, Brian Jr. over here?
Yeah.
They're looking ahead.
They're going to look ahead.
They're looking ahead. I think only the teams that play on Thursday nights look ahead. Let's see.
I think Green Bay might be in a look ahead situation playing the Bears next. Titans next play the Bills on October 18th.
It's Monday Night Football against the Bills at home, so maybe they are looking ahead.
I'm going to chance it. Bottle of wine, chance it. A nice bottle of wine, not a cheap bottle of wine, chance it. But willing to go without a bottle of wine one night.
Or what happens? You get 2?
Yeah.
Double down.
So, yeah, and I just have 2 the next time.
Look out, Calgary. Joe Warner, Jags bet.
Yeah, exactly. Good thing I'm not allowed out of my house.
It's like, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, yeah. Could be bad.
Joe, go put some shoes on.
Normally pants, but yeah, okay, shoes. What are you doing?
That'd be funny. That'd be a great TikTok.
It would be. It'd definitely go viral.
Saints are now -2 against Washington. It was -1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this one looks like as far as the monies goes. See, 25% of the bets, 33% of the money on Washington, but the line continues to go the other direction. I'm seeing 2.5s as well at Westgate. FanDuel 2.5, 5 times. DraftKings. So a lot of 2.5s out there. It continues to move.
Yeah, I like Washington plus the points in this one. I think Washington at home, I still don't think we've seen exactly what we've been hoping for out of their defense. And I think we'll start to see it as the season goes on. So I'm willing to risk taking them plus the points in this one against a Saints team that just is up and down in performance.
All right, Joe says the more the merrier on the points. We move to our our later games, the Chargers against the Browns, Vegas against the Bears, Cardinals against the 49ers, Dallas against the Giants, Chiefs, Bills, and then Monday Night Football, Ravens, Colts. I think Ravens layup. I'll say that now. If you took the time to watch our show, that's probably going to be my pick. I also like the Giants still against the Cowboys. As Giolito has now walked Bregman, so we got first and second with one out.
Yeah, these are going to be a good set of games. I'm really looking for Vegas to have a good bounce back game against the Bears here. And then I'm looking at this Cleveland and Chargers game. And you guys, this one's going to be a tight battle. I am leaning on my Chargers. I don't know if I'll end up betting it. Looking at the defensive strength of the Browns, it's going to be a hard one, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a tough game. I think it could go either way. I think it field goal game or less, and that's why we're seeing that number. These are two good teams.
Absolutely.
I think the Raiders against the Bears, the 5.5 looks almost suspicious. With the Raiders trying to bounce back from that loss against the Chargers. Yeah. Lucas Giolito is gone now. He went from, looked like he was on his way to getting a win. Will not factor in the decision.
It is. It's really interesting, though, with Vegas. When we did our first show, actually, we were preparing. No, we did our NFL show on Monday. Before the Raiders played the Chargers on Monday night, they were 4.5-point favorites, and they're now 5.5-point favorites. Yeah. And I thought it would have gone the other way.
The Bears just suck more and more every day. I think really that's the moral of that story there. It's like, what was that? That was the Bears sucking even more somehow.
Yeah, they didn't play on Monday or Tuesday, but they still went down.
They still sucked.
Yeah.
I kind of like the Niners here against the Cardinals too, and I don't know. I think that Bills-Chiefs game is going to be a good one too.
Yeah, this is going to be a battle. I think this comes down to last possession. I can't wait to see how these two teams square up this season. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, any last takes on any of this stuff?
No, I thought you were going to ask me if any last requests for meals or something after we talked food a lot this show.
No, I'm actually texting my wife, letting her know that I'm good for breakfast.
There you go. That's awesome. I think the Ravens too, Monday night. I think this is going to be a fantastic game for the Ravens. I see them having a big win over these Colts. I know we've got a touchdown spread, but I don't think it matters. I think this is a touchdown field goal kind of win.
For the Ravens?
Yeah.
I like the Ravens. I think they're going to kill them.
Yeah.
I think that the Baltimore crowd still has it in for the Colts. I think they just always will.
Oh, for sure they will.
See any comments here? Bears defense will get at Carr. What's the status of the wide receivers for the Titans? I think A.J. Brown is back this week. Titans are dead to me after last week. I can see that.
Yeah, Titans are dead to me too.
Yep, they do play hockey on the roof in Clerks. Love that scene. They only have one ball that they brought with them, and the ball goes flying off the roof into a gutter. Game over. It's like,
oh, that's funny.
They do play on the roof though. They all have their jerseys on, rollerblades. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Another fun day at the office. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got a good list of cappers coming on. Let's see if we can decipher who's coming. I haven't really checked in. Joe has been running that whole thing.
Yeah, I don't have the list right in front of me here, though, Mitch. I'll definitely be posting it on our Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, all our social media.
First couple of Vegas, Joe and Dion. We have Brian Bittler will be there. Ron Romanelli will be there. Chris Ruffalo. Kevin Thomas, I think, is going to be on Sunday. James Clark on Sunday. Al Nino Sunday. That's it. That's all I can see. I'm sure Jovan will be there too. I'll reach out to him.
Ron will be on both days.
Yep. Ron Romanelli.
Yep. It's going to be a great show, you guys. Make sure you join us nice and bright and early tomorrow morning and Sunday morning.
So I missed what happened in this baseball game, but they keep showing this guy hitting time and time. Oh, it bounced off the top of foul ball. They show it 6 times. All right, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a winning night. Enjoy the rest of the games.